Shalom, giving all praises, honor, glory, and worship unto Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai Bahashem Machakudash. Double honors unto the elders and the apostles of the Great Millstone, and greetings and salutations unto the Akim, upholding the testimony of Yahushai in truth and in sincerity. All right. After the manner of David. That's the title of this lesson. And the emphasis is having the mindset and the conduct of King David. That's our purpose. Those who are of the tabernacle of David. David was set to be not only our king, but an example of how we ought to be in this truth, in the ministry. So I'm going to start off with 1 Samuel, the 13th chapter and the 14th verse. It says, "But now thy kingdom shall continue, but now thy kingdom shall not continue. Yahweh hath sought him a man after his own heart." And so King Saul, his kingdom was cut short because, excuse me, because of disobedience. He was told to neutralize all the Amalekites, and he didn't. And also he sacrificed in Gilgal without the permission of the priest and Samuel, which those two decisions were really the main, and he did a lot of other evil things after that, but those are the reasons why the kingdom was taken from him and translated to David. All right? But the point being is that the Lord has sought him a man after his own heart. So a man that has the mindset and the mind of the thought process, the will of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, which is David. All right? Talking about that's going into David. Let's see here. It says, "And Yahweh hath commanded him to be captain over his people, which are the Israelites, because thou hast not kept that which Yahweh commanded thee." That's why it's very important for us to be obedient. You never know what wrong decision can be your last. The Lord's mercy is abundant, but at the same time, one wrong decision can cost you everything, and it's at His discretion. All of that is at His discretion. All right, so be spiritually minded. Be spiritually minded. And keeping it simple is safety in keeping it simple. Be obedient, do the right thing, and the Lord will preserve you. He will preserve us, Lord willing. All right? So now let's go to the book of Psalms, chapter 138. Excuse me. Psalms chapter 138. verse 21. No, was that 138? I couldn't say. What was that chapter? Yes, no. Psalms chapter 139. I wrote it wrong. So it's actually supposed to be Psalms 139. All right, verse 21. It says, do not, this is King David, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, Son of David. Verse 21, it says, do not I hate them, O Yahweh, that hate thee, and am not I grieved with those that rise up against thee. I hate them with a perfect hatred. I count them my enemies. And so we're supposed to be in the same accord, with one accord, as the Heavenly Father. Does that mean we take, we go out and physically challenge people or hurt or harm people? No, that's not what that means. But we agree with what the Lord agrees with, and we disagree with what the Lord disagrees with. The judgment and the wrath is of Him. All right? The Lord is the one that judges, not us. And let's actually back that up with Matthew 12 and 30 regarding whose side we are on, It's not Matthew 30, Matthew 12 and 30. Let's see here. This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 12 and verse 30. It says, this is Yahweh Shah speaking, the Messiah. He that is not with me is against me, and he that gathereth not with me scattereth abroad. So Yahweh Shah himself said, he that is not with me is against me. So if you're not with Yahweh Shah, which we know the Messiah, Yahweh Shah, is with the Heavenly Father, Yahweh. If you're not with him or with them, you're against him. You're against them. And so sides must be chosen. And there's a heavy price to pay for choosing the wrong side. And we're going to conclude this lesson with Psalms, the 63rd chapter. Psalm 63, verse 1. It says, a psalm of David when he was in the wilderness of Judah. It says, O God, thou art my God. Early will I seek thee. Pardon me. I'm going to read that again. O God, thou art my God. Early will I seek thee. My soul thirsteth for thee. So our soul is supposed to yearn and desire the Heavenly Father and His righteousness. My soul thirsteth for thee. My flesh longeth for thee in a dry and thirsty land, which is prophetically going into America and essentially this current beast system world. It says, where no water is, to see thy power and thy glory, so as I have seen thee in the sanctuary. All right, so our soul is supposed to thirst towards the Heavenly Father, and we do that by seeking Him, praying, fasting, and being in agreement with His will. All right, So I do hope that was edifying. I'm going to give all praises, honor, glory, and worship to Yahweh Basham Shai. Shalom. Keep the faith.